Alright, what's up guys? I had a couple people ask me to update Vegito since the ban list is in effect. I've been messing around with the build some. I've basically been testing it since, about a week before the ban list took effect. I'm still playing the aggro variant. I kind of feel like the aggro variant is pretty well positioned right now with what people are trying to do. I think it's pretty good into Boo. I think it's pretty good into like all the aggro decks, right? Because they're all kind of going wide with low drops. I'm trying to like Giblet, Vegeta, Kid Ku. It's good against those kind of decks. And obviously, I feel like you have pretty decent tempo against Boo because what most people are doing with the deck, which I don't really necessarily agree with, but they're playing the 2-cost Bobbity, they're playing a 3-cost Barrier Boo. They're going to get a swing in with that and restand it. Then on the following turn, we can just play the 4-drop. We can floodgate them out, and we don't get to bounce the Boo, but we can floodgate them out from attacking with it. They'll play their 4-drop. They'll restand that, make it blocker, and then we can just play another floodgate, or we can play the 5-drop, and we can bounce it, floodgate them again, and then they can go for their 5-drop combo, but we likely will have, Bomb Coup ready for them on the crackback. So I think the deck is actually pretty well positioned. Obviously, with Vegito, he's got his problems. You can mill, a lot of combo pieces. I had a very tragic mill when I played this in the Eggman tournament. I milled all of my floodgates except the one that was in my hand, and the safety net in that of Overwhelming Confidence. So that was pretty demoralizing. That definitely sucked. That knocked me out of the tournament too. So likely could have finished 4-2 if I had a little bit of a better mill there, but I did get first place at locals with the deck. So I kind of wanted to update it since I, had a small victory in that of the locals win. So I feel pretty strongly about the deck. I think it's pretty good. So just really quick, we'll talk about them. Just always want to briefly go over it because you never know if it's someone's first time looking at the decks, right? So the front is just when attacking, draw, and then you flip whenever you're at 4 or less. You don't draw when you flip. Instead, you mill 10 cards. The backside, of course, if you have 20 more cards in your drop, you are a 40k, and then you draw a card when you attack. So, yeah, 40k swing, obviously really strong. Your leader's a boss card, so that's always nice. But yeah, as far as the actual list goes, we're going 4 cantrip. It's a cantrip, not a ton to talk about. A new inclusion, I'm playing for Mai. The reason why is because you just never want to get Awake installed. I used to play Pan in this spot, but I have taken Pan out, and I feel like the Mai kind of covers, 2 uses where it gives us a 1-drop play. And then it also allows us to take a life. I never really take 2 with this unless I'm trying to flip. It's like turn 3 and I'm trying to flip, and I'm gonna go to 20 and drop for the 40 swing. But yeah, I only ever really take 2 if I just want to flip that turn. Most of the time, I only ever take 1 though, because my opponent they're just going to flip me. If I can take 2 lives, they'll just flip my guy. So, yeah. So just for this, it's been pretty good. You can take it or leave it if you want. You can take it out. You could play the Mill Vegeta if you want. I took that card out of the deck, so I went with 3 Garen. So I went with this card at 3 because it lets you remove stuff like Murray's, early Raditz, because you don't want to just get chumped by a Murray on your 40 swing. You don't want them to have that as an option. It's 10k combo. Like I said, you can get rid of Raditz, other cantrips, remove their combo, get your own 10k on board. Yeah, I think the card's pretty good. It's just a little bit of early game removal. Get rid of some annoying 1-drops. Then we got 4 of this guy. This is the only 2-drop life taker that's in the deck now. So yeah, it's 4 of this dude, on play take a life, and then you mill 3. It's mandatory life take, but that's not really a big deal. Honestly, you can play this kind of at the end of the game sometimes just to take that life. Also, Mai is good for that too, right? Like if you're going to go for a game and you're going to play Bomb Coup, you can play Mai, take a life, play the Bomb Coup stuff, take another life, and then just get those cards out of life to go for your hand dump, right? So, yeah, for that card. It's just, honestly, it's just better than Vegeta because you just play him, leave him standing, and he's 10k in hand. Vegeta obviously has to attack, which can potentially be problematic for you because you need him to flip because they're going to be attacking into him since he's rested instead of attacking your leader for the most part. 4 of the bomb Vegeta. I went back up to 4 of this because before, like I said, I was doing a 2-2-2, or I just played 2 of this, 2 Sia and 2 of the bomb. I went up to 4 because I kind of realized that you can just play these at any point in the game and just use it like as a boss card, the bomb combo. So I kind of bumped everything up on the bomb combo just because it is literally more options to play from drop, which is, like I said in my previous video, like, you know, that is something that the deck is lacking, is more options to play from drop. Well, this kind of gives you more options to play from drop. And also the combo bottom decks anything. And then you can either swing 55 double at face on 4 life to either get them to go to 2 or give you cards on hand, or you can swing into board. So yeah, I went to 4 of this just because I've just realized the value of just being able to do this. It's literally like, the combo is like literally having another boss card. So yeah, I did go up to 3 of this, which is unfortunate because I only have 2 of the UBs, but yeah, I went up to 3 of this guy. I'll play Take a Life, mill 5, or if you have 20 and drop your next extra is free. So yeah, 3 of that dude. 2 of the vanilla. It's just more 10k combo. You can get it back at a drop with the Vegeta. You can do a fake out on the double striker where you play that. They think you're going to go for the double striker. You can get this guy and just swing 55 at board. And then they have to kill Vegeta. Ideally, they want to remove both of them, but like they have to kill Vegeta. And if they only kill Vegeta, you still get a free 25 swing. So definitely a little bit of value there. Also, like if they only kill Vegeta and he lives, you can play another Vegeta, get Sia, play Sia, and you can just give this double striker because it just gives a 3-drop Goku double strike. So the vanilla has his uses there. The reason you play the deck really is going to be for the Floodgate. This is the main reason why I want to play this deck in general. This card's just really good right now. On play, bounce a 4 or less. And then when attacking, if you have 20 or more in drop, your opponent can't attack with 3 or less. Card's really good. One of the only Floodgate effects in the game. 4 of the Cheeto. He cheats out the 6-drop and the 5-drop. But this is pretty much like a safety net, right? Like if you're out of options and you don't have any boss cards left in your deck because you've milled them all, you can go for this guy to just get a 6-drop out of your drop and then go for game potentially. Also, he's 10k combo. So 4 of the 5-drop. I'm kind of like, I like this card still. I don't play it that often, but that's kind of the beauty of the card, right? It's multifaceted in that of like, you can just charge this and not really worry about it. It's 5k in hand, or you can put them on board if the situation arises, right? Because this is another card where you play this and it just has to be answered. Otherwise, you are almost certainly winning the game on the next turn because it's a dual attacker, right? It's a really good card. Obviously, bouncing 5 or less, pretty valuable. He comes out and bounces over curve to a degree, right? Because he's a 5 that bounces a 5, so that's it's like basically over curve on the bounce. Yeah, the card's really good. It's also nice that the bounce is on play, unlike the 6-drop, which you have to use active main to bounce. Speaking of which, 3 6-drop. I got the other one coming in the mail, and then I almost had this deck completely altered. These ones are gonna hurt though. These are like 45, so that's gonna hurt. But I'll get them eventually. But yeah. 3 of this. Obviously, more 40 swings. Leader swings 40. This guy swings 40 twice. Bounce anything. When you have 0 cards in your deck, is a 50k. You don't lose the game when you go to 0. So, definitely a very valuable card. 4 Savior. There's nothing really to talk about. This card's just really good. Obviously, this is another reason why you would play Vegito, because you get to, have access to Savior of the World. This is what I took as my replacement for Pilaf. For Piercing Sword, I for the longest time just felt like I didn't need this card, but that was before Pilaf got banned and before the meta kind of changed to where the Floodgate is super powerful. Obviously, this helps you get the Floodgate of like online as soon as possible, and it also adds the Floodgate to your hand. If you don't know, this card is leader locked to Vegito. You look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can get any 4 or less card with Sane and special traits. Add it to your hand, and then the rest go to the drop, which means you'll send 2 to the drop, and then this goes to your drop. So this is a mill 3, right? But you also get to look at 3 and pick a card, which you can also add See Ya. So you can add See You off of the Piercing Sword of Light, so that's nice as well, or you can get the Floodgate. Those are realistically the main two that we're going to want to get, is either the Floodgate or this, so we can have that piece, but also it adds your Life Takers too, right? So if you really need that 3-drop on turn 3, you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, get that mill 5 so you can be set up to get your 40 swing as soon as possible. I did go up to 3 Sia. I took Sickle out completely. The reason why is because, like I said, on 5 energy, like, we can Floodgate them out. Anything that we're going to be bottom decking with Sickle, we can Floodgate them out, and then anything that we can't get with a Floodgate on 5 energy, we could just get with Sia. So this allows you to be able to charge one of these more, like, more safely. You can charge one, or you can just hoard it the whole game. If you draw another one, you can for sure charge it. So yeah, I just went up to 3 of this. It has worked out so far. 1 Overwhelming Confidence. This is just a 5th copy of the Floodgate. Obviously, it's a 5-drop. But it does replace itself, so you mill 3, draw 1, and then you get to play a 4 or less Sane. So you can also get Bomb Coup back with this. You don't have to get the Floodgate, but it's mostly so you can have the 5th copy of the Floodgate. It's a nice little tech piece there. I had thought about that card for a while in the deck, and went ahead and threw it in. It's pretty good. So 4 super combos, and yeah, that's the deck. So yeah, that's the updated Vegito. I think it's pretty solid. I'm gonna keep trying to give this you know, higher tier tournament runs, like more Eggmans and stuff, and you know, stuff like that I'll probably do for sure with this guy. Store regionals, I'll probably play him too, because I already have my invite, right? So I really just want to just fuck around and get there with Vegito, and I have to figure out what I'm going to actually play for Nats, but we have time for that. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.